Alrighty, folks. I know I haven't posted anything in a while. About a week ago, I was forced to take 2 weeks off because I developed gout in my foot, and so I'm a month behind on videos. I could have spent the 2 week time frame getting all my videos done up and everything else, but unfortunately, the pain from the gout was so much that I was on some very, very, very nice drugs, which kept me asleep for most of the time. So, yeah. So, it's kind of hard to edit videos when your eyes are closed, because you gotta see them turn on. So, anyway, yeah. So, and then now, as I'm trying to go through the videos to try to get everything figured out and posted, now I've noticed that somehow, some way, in some fashion, me and Marie have somehow hit the slow-mo button while we're filming or moving the camera around or whatever, so on and so forth. So videos are going just fine, just like how this one's talking just fine and everything else and so on and so forth, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden out of the blue, it gets super slow like this, and I'm moving slowly, and so on and so forth. So it's a massive pain in the patootie. And most of the footage is pretty shot. So here's what has happened. We had to sand down the rivets because the school buses are held together by rivets, like the old-fashioned airplanes before they came up with the new technology to make the outside plane smooth. Old technology was the more rivets and the more panels and everything you stuck together and put everything together and everything else, blah, 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 made the structure of the bus, okay? And that's the way school buses are made, for safety for the kids, to protect the children. Fine, so be it. But when you go to raise the roof and stuff like that, you have to get the steel underneath the other panels, and you have to secure those panels down, and the only way you can do that is just by re-riveting everything. But you have to remove all the rivets. And on top of the bus, just above the windows, there are 2 rivets that are probably about this far apart from the front of the bus to the back of the bus. So, that's a major pain in the butt. And usually when you do a roof raise, you are taking out about 1,000 plus rivets and replacing 1,000 plus rivets. So basically, this whole month's worth of footage that I have that is kind of messed up and everything else is us with a automotive air sander, which is it's a belt sander. It's got a handle, and then it's got a long belt. There's a handle, and then there's a long belt that sticks out like this and can rotate up and down, and so on and so forth. And there's a sandy belt that's on it. It's just about as wide as my finger. And it's an air thing. So you pull it, woo, and it spins, and you sand, and so on and so forth. So I've got a month and a half of Marie sanding down rivets all around the bus. And then the other thing, you sand down the inside, and then you take a punch and a hammer and to pop the rivet out so it pops out on the outside, stuff like that, so on and so forth. So we were this close to being finished. And the neighbor across the street came over and started complaining about all the noise. Oh, I can't handle it anymore. I work from home. Anyway, so, yeah. So we had to slow down. We had to slow down quite a bit. Matter of fact, we've been taking a lot of time off, which is screwing us big time. Just to try to satisfy this guy. Even knowing that we're working during the daytime, we're working during noise ordinance hours like we should be. And we just... It is what it is. There ain't much we can do about it. Except for just try not to tick the guy off that much. And just do what needs to be done. Which is get the bus done. So when we see him leave the house, we start making all the noise that we want. And then as soon as he shows up at the back at his house. Then we, hold on one second. I turned on the security camera for a practical something or other. I can't talk about it right now because it's going to get posted, and if Marie watches it, then she's, well, she already knows it's coming. But yeah, anyway, I had to turn on the security cameras for a practical joke. And then that other ding is my iPad. Matter of fact, I'm not using it, so I'll just close it. My iPad is dinging like crazy, but because of emails and stuff like that, so on and so forth. So anyway, where did I leave off at? Can't remember. But anyway, we're sanding. So what has pretty much has happened is we have pretty much got all the sanding done. I've got all the electrical done. I'm going to pick and choose short little videos of some of the stuff that we're doing to put in a video that I'm editing right now. And then as soon as that video is done, it's going to go out ASAP. And you guys are going to have it. And then the very next video is going to be a format change, new opener. Because we're doing a new opener because we've got a new name change. And so the name of the channel is going to be changing. I'm going to post a video. I'll post a new video of the name change, and then I'll wait about 3 or 4 days, and then I'll change the name of the channel. If I change the name of the channel now, then all of you are going to get notifications that the name has been changed. So we want you to watch the video before we do the name change. So that's why that's going to happen. Other than that, so this video is going to go up right now. The other video, it's just going to be short little bits of us sanding, me doing the electrical, and a couple other things, and then that'll be it, and then new format, name change, all that, and everything else. So, talk to you all later. Goodbye.